Karen.
Hello. Oh, it's Ruth. Hello. Ye gods, what's that, Karen?
What?
What's happened to her hand?
Nothing. She just put her hand to her mouth.
You're having a laugh.
Hey, seamless editing. Seamless.
Is that what it is?
It's a germ-infested trotter.
Oh, from TikTok it must be viral.
Definitely viral. It's got alien life forms on it. Anyway, yes, so we are going to talk about the lovely Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Don't call my name.
Ever.
Alejandro.
Don't call us and we won't call you.
Yeah. So, here's the deal. I downloaded her vlog, all 28 and some minutes of it, and I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it about 4 times.
Oh, no.
And I edited it, and I edited it, and I edited it, and all in all, I spent about 2 hours on it. And at the end of the 2 hours, if the end of the world had come about, it would not have been a bad thing.
A blessed relief.
A blessed relief, yeah.
What did you edit out, Karen?
So, nearly everything.
Oh, right.
So from 28 minutes, I've got it down to about 4.5 minutes. But we will recap the vlog because I honestly can't bear to listen to this heifer chopsing.
No.
Bumping her gums anymore.
You can't be faulted.
So we've picked out the pertinent points that we want to talk about. But, sorry, the dog just burps really loudly. Anyway, to summarise, the first 5 minutes were given over to advertising that food delivery company, which we're not going to name. In fact, we're not going to name any of the products she uses anymore.
Or put any links below.
No.
No.
Not the products she uses, but the products that she advertises.
Right.
Because we're not a platform for that, and we're not going to allow her to do that on our channel either.
No.
So,
yeah.
So we cut that out. It was boring. It was the usual. Here's the recipe cards. Watch me do this. Chop up a few green beans and fling them in a pot with some rice or something like that.
How fabulous I am. And
And
was there a lot of arm waving?
Yeah, and yum, and here's my lovely Halloween apron that looked like something the dinner ladies used to wear in the 1970s at school.
Oh, well, she's a trad wife.
She's a trad wife. Yeah. Yes, she is. Yeah. So then we moved on to the hilarity of this whole vlog. And this is what she's based a vlog on, this hilarious story, which actually was a bit funny, but not because of the reasons she gave, but because it was so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I laughed in the end, but not because of her.
I should think that at that point it was more of a maniacal, called the rubber bus laugh, was it?
It kind of was the laugh you do right before you get into your straitjacket.
Yes.
So I've summarised the whole tale. She has this company that comes and dresses her house for Christmas. Well, of course she does, because she's got that kind of money from all the grifting. So the company said to her, if you get it done now, in October, we will give you a 10% discount. So because she's a grasping, canut.
Cheapskate.
Canut.
Yeah.
She went for the deal. So they came and dressed her house, and oh dear, she'd forgotten that it's not just lights they put up. Oh no, they put up the garlands, the wreaths and everything. So she's got a fully dressed Christmas house.
Lovely.
And it's not even Halloween yet. And she's got Halloween stuff outside. And oh dear, ha ha ha, wasn't that so funny?
Oh, hysterical.
Yeah, that's the funny tale.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, exactly. It's mind-numbing. So then she laughed with her friends about it.
Oh, they all came round to have a laugh.
Yeah, everybody was laughing hysterically, falling about the aisles.
Flinging their arms out.
Yeah, which brings us up to where we're at now.
All right, you guys, we're currently in witching hour. I didn't know about witching hour till I had a baby.
I'm amazed the coven didn't teach her about the witching hour, aren't you, Karen?
Well, I think that basically sums up time spent watching her vlogs. The witching hour. Oh, because watching this witch. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the point.
Oh, yeah, the point.
Told my mom what was going on. She's like, witching hour. And I'm like, witching hour? Every day he's just fussy at this time for no reason? Fed and changed and only wants to be bounced. He just wants to be bounced. Standing up, though. If I bounce him sitting down, he's not okay with that. It's got to be standing.
I mean, there's bouncing and then there's shaken baby syndrome. Just saying.
I've never heard a baby want to be bounced. I've heard of bounce your ball.
Yeah.
There's rocking and then there's rocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's newborn, isn't he? With his little head.
I think he's 7 weeks now, isn't he? But just the way she holds him, though. I mean, if I was going to hold a newborn like that, and babies do like different motions, don't they?
Yeah.
Then you generally hold it to your shoulder,
Yeah.
support his head,
Yeah.
and you would very gently move, not bounce up and down like you're on a bloody trampoline.
You wouldn't have thought so.
Standing and bouncing, my love. I know. It's all right.
Standing and bouncing, my love. I know. It's all right.
Oof. Ooh. Okay. Do you know what I read from all of that? The way she said it, the way she looked into a camera. This is a person who is exasperated that this child's needs are interfering with what she wants.
It was so cold that.
It was chilling.
There's absolutely, not is there no warmth in the way she addresses the baby, but to me it was like...
An underlying resentment.
Yeah. And it's kind of like one of those feelings that you get when you know that something is going to happen. Think, Mommy Dearest. If you know, you know.
That's a weird interaction.
Very strange.
Very chilling, very weird. And to me, in my humble opinion, it's not motherly love.
Cold. Icy cold, that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had a revelation. Well, I didn't. My friends did. In the group chat, they were like, Nightmare Before Christmas. I actually just ran to the post office, and the house looks nuts.
So we've got the baby here showing little signs that he's not happy.
Yeah.
And she's just got to continue with her oh-so-hilarious tale, whilst not paying him any mind, really.
Not at all.
Continuing to bounce him in a very strange manner.
And concentrating on herself.
Quelle surprise.
Whew.
With the wreaths and the garland and the pumpkins, like, it's so aggressive. So they were like, Nightmare Before Christmas.
She is shrieking into that baby's ear.
Yeah, and then wondering why he's just unsettled.
I've had sick animals before, and I have held my cats like that before, and I don't shriek in their ears.
It just makes no sense. She's got a baby that's unsettled here, and what is she doing? Shrieking in his ear.
And do you know I'm finding this uncomfortable, Karen?
It's a very difficult watch.
It is a difficult watch.
That is why I got rid of all the rubble, because let's just get to the heart of the matter.
Yes.
It's not about everything else, all those frapperies and distractions. Let's just focus on the behaviour. And the behaviour is not as a warm, nurturing parent.
No.
Went online and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find a spooky Santa or something. Cause like, I don't love the Nightmare Before Christmas movie. It just like never did anything for me. Don't hate me.
Oh no, we won't hate you, Alejandro, because your child will do that in bucket loads.
She's not looked at him at all, Karen.
No, she don't care. She just doesn't care.
She's not looking at the most precious. She was yearning for this. I remember the blurb she gave out. Yearning to give all her love. What?
Yeah.
What?
We're yet to see the love, aren't we?
Well, there isn't any.
We're yet to see any compassion at all, in fact. There's just nothing there. Devoid.
a void.
A void, yes.
She is a void.
She's an emotional void.
Yes, and until that child is able to start billing and cooing and telling her how much he loves her, he's an inconvenience.
Oh, spot on. Anyway, I've had enough of this clip.
I have, yeah.
Just a little bit further along, there's just this other little tiny clip.
I know you're trying to poop. You know when you know your baby's trying to poop? He's also really trying to hold his head up. You're doing great. You're trying. You're trying.
Ooh, he's a tiny baby. His neck, his back, everything is precious. Everything is precious.
Soft.
And it's so important to support your baby's head and neck.
She's not going to start letting go of his head, is she? To see what a clever boy he is.
Oh.
So she can vlog it.
I think you're quite right. She wants him to be a toddler.
Yeah.
This whole stage now is very inconvenient.
Oh, terribly.
It's too much work. It's too much bother. If she could slip into a time machine and fast forward, 2 to 3 years, ideal.
Yeah.
But this babiness, she don't like it.
No, and it preferably a girl.
Well, that's the crux, isn't it? Apparently, is that she wanted a girl.
Yeah.
And she's got a boy, and she's not pleased with that.
Not at all.
But nonetheless, she's got a living, breathing, tiny little human here that just needs looking after.
Well.
So it moved on to her dragging an inflatable Snoopy thing out the basement to sit on the porch to counteract the effects of the Christmas decorations, because one little inflatable against a whole house is absolutely going to do that. And then it was the whole Nightmare Before Christmas, go and get a spooky Santa because that'll offset everything and tie in between Halloween and Christmas. And she is so delusional, it's unfucking true.
Well,
but we're not showing all that boringness because it was boring.
And this was the hilarity.
Yeah, this was the whole hilarious thing about the vlog.
Aye.
And the woman needs a hobby. Well, actually, the woman's got a hobby. The woman has got a duty of care, actually.
Well,
and if you put your focus on your baby, perhaps you'd have less time to think about all that other shite.
Well, exactly. Also, Karen, these nails, are they the usual claws that she sports?
They're quite long.
Because I know she got those done recently. Oh, well.
Yep. Nice long nails, looking after babe. Because he's not remotely delicate. Anyway, we're going to move on to Numpty Nancy came to stay because Yar's gone to army for the weekend. I don't know what that means, but that's what he's gone to do.
Me? No idea.
Yeah, he's gone to army.
He's got a furlough.
He's got a thing on. Who can blame him? But yeah, so Numpty Nancy came over because this heifer can't be on her own for a night. And clearly, of course, she would have to do any care during the night, and she wasn't about that life.
No.
So she had Numpty Nancy over. So here she is in her bedroom. She's saying it's 9 o'clock at night. She's got the dogs with her. Numpty Nancy's off in the guest room sleeping because they're going to take separate watches, which means basically they're both going to be awake all night long. And I don't understand that because her and Yar are not awake all night long. And remember the whole snoo that she bought?
Yeah.
The robot to rock the baby?
Yeah.
What did they buy that for if somebody's up all
so
night?
So they could get a longer sleep.
So they could get a longer
sleep. When they're awake.
Yeah, but now they're taking watches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't make any sense.
Well, nothing makes sense.
No, but here you go. So the dogs are in with me. Numpty Nancy's in the guest bedroom. I'm going to talk about the returns of clothes that I did and other clothes that I got and yada, 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 yada. And eventually she said, 3 or 4 minutes into it, I'm not going to put the overhead lights on because the baby's in the room with me. Now that to me is odd because you're in your bedroom with your baby who is sleeping. And let's face it, those are precious times with any baby, really.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you say, I've got the baby with me, so I'm going to talk fairly quietly?
Yeah.
There was no mention of the baby. The dogs first, then the clothing, then eventually a throwaway comment, oh, the baby's here.
Well, it just speaks volumes, doesn't it, Karen?
Yeah. And then I thought, oh, look, now she's got the baby in the room with her. And I know we said that in our last video about her. And I'm sure we're not the only ones. In fact, I know we're not the only ones who will have commented, why hasn't she got a newborn in the room with her?
Yeah.
So here you go. Now she's trying to prove the baby's in the room with her, which also makes no sense, because if she's planning to be awake for the whole time, why isn't the baby in his own room and why isn't she in his room with him?
Yeah. Yes.
None of it makes any sense.
No, it doesn't.
You see, the rubble.
And yeah.
She's trying to over-explain everything.
It's very Anne Boleyn coded, isn't it?
Oh, to a T.
To a T.
Yes. I'm trying to wriggle out of all the things that have been said about me online, and so this is my reasoning, and it all makes no sense. That's how you know they're lying.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to move on to the next day. This is where they went to some kind of Christmas tree farm to put tags on a Christmas tree, which will be later cut down come November. And we're going to watch how she is with Anderson in his baby carrier.
Guys, we made it to the tree farm. It's the next day. Got Mr. Anderson strapped in. Mom and I somehow got here first. We're a little bit late. So, that's good. Hello. You did a great job on your nap in the car, huh? So let's see if we can find a tree. It is so warm today. It feels kind of weird.
So why hasn't the baby got a little sun hat on? Why is his head right down between your boobs? And why is his neck extended? That is not the way to carry a baby in a sling, is it?
I'm no expert on baby carriers. So I did go and do a little research on baby carriers. And one of the things that is recommended with your baby in a carrier is that if you tilt his head forward, you should be able to just kiss the top of his head. So his head should be a lot nearer up to her chin.
Yes.
The fact that he is smothered into her breast there is not particularly good positioning as far as I can see. I mean, I can't criticise the rest of it. His hips are splayed, which is correct. This is what they recommend. But he already is making noises like he's kind of snuffly and, you know, a bit...
How is he breathing?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is...
He'd have to extend his head to... Oh, my God.
Yeah. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
Because
okay.
what they're saying about particularly newborns is you shouldn't allow the chin to drop to the chest because there's a high risk of suffocation then.
Yeah.
So the fact that his chin is up is not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
But what did strike me, Ruth, is the way this carrier is around his neck.
Yes.
Let me tell you, when I just looked over at Ruth as she was watching that clip, she had a hand over her mouth. And that's exactly how I felt when I first watched it. Because, I don't know, it's very odd.
It screams something's not right there.
Yeah. The baby does not look at all comfortable.
No.
That's the thing. And the way I don't know, it's like the fat on his head is being shoved up.
Also, she's already said it's hot, and he's crushed to her hot body.
Yeah, and that's another thing, what I read, is that on a hot day, you shouldn't use a baby carrier because you're producing all this body heat and they're absorbing all your body heat, and so they can very quickly overheat.
Oh, dear.
So it's obviously hot because she's in a vest top. The baby's obviously wrapped up. Fair enough, newborns do need to be, they can't get cold.
And then held against a radiator.
Yeah, that's in effect what it's like.
And look, this is pure instinct. I've looked at this and my female instincts tell me this can't be right.
Absolutely not. But just watch this next clip where we'll see that she's all right, Jack.
It's like 75, like 80 in the sun. So I've got my Old Navy tank on and a pair of those barrel sweats. Thank God they're not fleece on the inside or I would be sweating.
Oh, I see. That's all right then, Alejandra.
Yeah, 75 degrees, but she's going to be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
She's got the right pants on, otherwise she would have been sweating.
Well, it was a worry for me.
Oh, I would, yeah. I was
worry.
really anxious about her.
Yeah. And that was speechless, rendered speechless.
Yeah, so not only is it 75 degrees, but then she went tromping around a field while they put stupid bloody tags on stupid bloody trees that nobody could give a fecking toss about.
Yeah.
In the first 2 weeks of October. This is how fucking ridiculous they are. And if you want to go and do that, live your best lives, besties. I'm not criticising anybody else, but her and this fucking insane family that she's from, that numpty of a mother.
Yeah.
They're all, I'll tell you what, they're all from some strange fucking gene pool. And this is what's getting passed down to this poor bloody baby.
Yeah.
Who is... you can't imagine the discomfort. 75-degree heat.
I can't. I can't.
Stuck up against her sweaty, fat body, pumping out heat.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We've gone speechless again, haven't we, Karen?
She's one of those people that is so punchable.
Yeah.
The whole family, you could clang their heads together.
Look, we've always known this, Karen. And just like Foodie and just like, just like Meryl, just like Chubbs, oh, they can get on with it, but there's a baby in the mix now. And what are we watching? What are we watching?
Exactly.
What are we watching?
Now, take the baby out of this vlog, and I could have quite happily laughed at her all day long because she's ridiculous. Yeah. And if you cut all the baby clips out, she's so easy.
Yes.
She's a walking joke. She's so easy to take the mickey out of.
Yeah.
But once you start putting the baby clips in, and once you really look at them, oh, this woman. She's sinister, she's cold, and
this is when all your human instincts rise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
every nerve in me was jangling when I watched her with that baby. Every single nerve. And this is at the end of the day. Ya is home.
Oh.
So he has taken over the baby. And she said the baby loves Ya. I bet he does. I bet he bloody does. Because I think Ya may have more of a clue with baby care than this heifer will ever have. But what made me laugh in this clip, if you can take anything that's humorous out of this bloody thing, is that now, you remember we also said, what mother walks about without baby puke on them?
Yeah, and a lot of mums confirmed that in our comments.
Exactly, and again, we're not the only ones to have said it, doubtless.
No.
I'm sure there are loads of people who have said, new mums usually walking about like a puke factory.
Yeah.
And so here we've got her saying, oh, the baby spit up on me. And, oh, it's dried and, oh, now you can't see it. Yeah, because that's from, as Karina would say, Never Happened magazine.
Another prop.
Yeah.
Another prop.
This is another ridiculous tale. Again, they give so many details because it's a lie.
Yeah.
And they're trying to justify a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see you.
Well, because we've got eyes.
Yeah. And we also know you're a bullshitting feck up.
And we don't live on TikTok, and we've got brains that compute in a normal fashion, and all those interesting things.
Yeah. And let me tell you, both of us, we are getting on a bit in years, and neither of us have actually begat babies from our wombs. However, we both know more about baby care than you do, Alejandro. Disgusting.
Shocking.
Yeah, anyway, so there you go. That wasn't lovely.
It wasn't lovely.
No. She's hard work when she starts on that. But as I say, once you take all the rubble out and once you look at what the real issues are, it's very easy to pick them up.
From the way we look at her, this is from our perspective, isn't
it's very easy for us because we're used to looking at Anne Boleyn and Foodie Beauty.
Yeah.
Who are...
They're the same people in different...
These are all cut from the same cloth.
Different fat bodies.
Yeah, these four that we all cover are all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
They just present slightly differently.
And this one's got a baby. And that's worrying.
Yeah. Well, the others have got pets.
Well, yeah.
So it's all one and the same, really, isn't it?
It is.
Except that a human life is a little more important.
Yeah, well, yes.
I'm not saying pets are not important.
I know what you mean.
My dog is
Karen.
my baby. It's the most important thing to me in the world.
Yes.
You know. But a little baby, oh my God. Oh my God. Well, if this has been a tough watch, it's been a tough job for us to...
And it's been that bad, we're going to have to go and watch Meryl to cheer ourselves up.
Yes.
Now that's a bad day.
Yeah. But if this has been a lot for you and if it's left you feeling slightly on edge, do hop onto the Meryl video when we do it, because...
It'll be a laugh.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
We are just there to enjoy ourselves.
And there are no babies involved, so...
No. So, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for joining us.
And stay well.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.